So before we get this started, I want to talk about what I am working on quickly. I just built an ulu knife, which is like a curved knife for cooking that has a mating cutting board. It's part of a collaboration video with this chef in Austria. And as soon as he films his portion of it, we'll put that video out together. I'm going to be at the Bay Area Maker Faire May 20th through the 22nd. So if you're out there, come say hello. Me, Jimmy DeResta, and Bob Plaga, we're doing a talk and a Q&A. Let's get to the questions. I have no idea what the questions are going to be, so this will be a surprise to me.
So a couple related questions. Jeff Burr asked, what's the next thing you're excited to learn?
3 things that I definitely want to learn. One, and I've been saying this for so long, is some more metalworking stuff. And 2 things that financially are prohibiting me from learning: sewing and 3D printing.
Austin McGuire wrote a question, and a similar question from Quinn. Any plans similar to Jimmy DeResta, like moving into a huge shop makerspace?
A couple months ago, we did the basement renovations.
Yeah.
We tore down a room, we added a room, and it kind of made more room for my current shop, which has made things a lot easier for me. And it's actually made it so I really can't complain about not having enough shop space. We do plan on moving in maybe a year or 2. So when we find a new place to live, still in Toledo, we want to have something that has a dedicated shop space, whether it's a basement or a garage. Nothing big like Jimmy DeResta's makerspace, but what Jimmy DeResta is doing is really cool, where he's gonna have other people come in and, like, for a weekend, like, teach classes or just have like this like community learning thing.
One from Glass Impressions and another from Alan Sparks, wanting to know about your honey-do list and how long it is. Follow-up question for me, is there one, and where the hell can I find it?
So there really technically isn't a honey-do list.
Am I doing something wrong?
So the projects I pick to do for the channel are just kind of based on not only what I need, but what also is kind of exciting or inspiring to me. I have a huge list of what I want to work on, and some things won't be done, some things will be done. It's just whatever, like, really I'm excited about.
A few people also asked about craft shows. There was a Michael Bragg, either No One Design 2 or Number 1 Design 2, 49er Digging. Anyway, I just thought we could combine things. And do you have any quick craft show tips? And also, do we share a booth ever?
So I haven't done a craft show in over a year. Since I've done the YouTube blogging thing full time, I've dedicated my time to other things. Although you want to keep doing the craft shows, and I keep talking us out of it. My passion for craft shows is falling away as my passion for making videos is growing. I think we're gonna, in the fall, we're gonna do one together. We're gonna share a table. And so I don't have to do a full table's worth.
A little less pressure
to
make as much stuff.
So it'll be mostly about you, but I might have a couple things. Craft show tips, you have to do a couple first, right off the bat.
Because you learn so much by watching the other people.
When you do a couple, you learn right away what people want to buy from you or what they're looking for, what their budget is, and it's going to be different for every area, every type of craft show. I always suggest applying for the juried craft shows where you have to get picked in, because if you do more of the like community-based ones, there's like school-based ones and like church-based ones where it's just open to everybody. The foot traffic is not quite as big, or the pocketbooks are not quite as big. So I always suggest with the juried-based ones that are put on by like your local arts commission. So just look for the juried-based ones and do a couple, and then you'll learn so much by doing 2 of them. You'll figure out what sells, what doesn't, what you need to take for the next time.
Wood and Metal Shop wants to know the best way to get people to look at your YouTube channel and especially to subscribe.
It's a combination of making really good videos. So making, and I'm not talking about production, and I'm talking about like the core of the videos, the subject of the videos has to be really good. The storytelling has to be really good. Using Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, and it's kind of like using all those things together to kind of promote it. And if you make really good content, people are going to start sharing that. and it just snowballs from there. What it's really about is engaging with the audience that you do have. So if you have 30 followers or 30 subscribers, you need to talk to those people, because those are the people that are watching what you're doing.
Yeah.
There's no magic
You have to
tricks.
name your stuff well too, right?
You first need to make the content for your subscribers or followers, and then secondly, you have to make the you have to title and add descriptions that are going to be kind of search engine friendly. So think of what people are searching for, like how to make a beer mug. Think of how people would search for that and use that exact phrase as the title of your video. It won't create a bunch of views right away, but over time it'll create a bunch of views.
What do you do when you've lost your mojo?
I think that happens with whatever you're doing. I think you have to look outside the craft. It's one of the things I worry about is like, will I ever get bored? Will I lose interest? But what keeps me going is looking things outside. So I follow a lot of like artists and sculpt artists. What's the word I'm looking for? Sculpture people. Sculpturists. Is that a word? And I try to have that influence what I do, and that kind of keeps the mojo going. It keeps the creative juices flowing. It's just like looking for things outside of what you're doing.
Do you miss the wrap up? Somebody asked that. I'm sorry, I can't remember the name.
I lost my passion for the wrap up. I'm the type of person, I am quick to change what I'm doing depending on what I'm really passionate about, and I kind of lost it. It felt like work every week, and I just decided at one point, like, I want to work on my own stuff and spend that time making my own stuff.
And I don't think watching this show, because you made it look easy and you made it look fun, that people realized how much work you were putting into it off camera.
Yeah.
And I can attest to the hours you would spend just pouring through videos because you wanted to not just pick the same people every week. You were wanting to pick different projects, different types of things, discover new people out there doing awesome stuff. And that was just eating away, I think, at a lot of your time.
It was. And
it was fun.
It was really fun. And then the pressure started to pile on. I was getting the things like, why aren't you putting my videos in your show? Or what do I have to do to get on the show? I just want to stick to what I really love doing.
Yeah. All right. So John Conklin, I feel like I see his name in the comment section a lot.
John's a good dude. Local dude.
Wants to know, what is the biggest downfall of doing this YouTube thing full time?
Biggest downfall is not getting a steady paycheck. So I miss the steady paycheck because it's kind of hard to plan things in the future. Taxes suck so bad.
Make It Mazio wants to know, kiss one, marry one, kill one, Festool, Harbor Freight, Jimmy DiResta.
Kiss one, Festool. Marry one, Jimmy DiResta. Because no matter what happens, that dude can fix it. So we have a bad relationship, he'll fix it.
That's right.
Kill one, I guess, Harbor Freight. Only because process of elimination.
I treated this one like a newlywed game, and I tried to predict your answers.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if anybody can see that.
That's amazing.
Steven, we're going back to Harbor Freight because a lot of people are curious and wants to know the best shoestring shop idea that you have besides Harbor Freight, which I think is an excellent question.
Materials is definitely like a big expense, because when you get into woodworking, you find out like, holy cow, wood is really expensive. But if you can find cheap materials, like finding old projects to upcycle, or what we're doing lately is going to antique stores and finding things or thrift stores even, and finding things to upcycle. Tools, Craigslist. Craigslist is your friend. If you don't have a Craigslist, check your classified ads in the paper. Get used tools.
Matt.
Hey, Matt.
From Rare Woodworks wants to know, and I almost didn't pick this because I was like, duh, easy answer, but then I was like, this is a deeper question than it appears on first reading. Watermelon for feet or sausage for fingers? Quinn asked, what's your favorite hard rock band?
Growing up in high school, Guns N' Roses was my favorite band of all time. Like, I was super crazy obsessed. And I got tickets to go see Guns N' Roses, Faith No More, in Metallica. And a few weeks before the concert, I was in a horrible car accident. I was the passenger, and the outcome of the car accident was not good. And I sold my tickets. Ugh.
That took a turn.
That took a turn.
Jocko whatever asks.
I like that guy.
Yeah.
He's really good.
I've heard. What was your biggest dream as a kid, and what is it now?
I wanted to be a rock star.
Yeah.
So bad. Having long hair. Biggest dream now. I want to use what I'm doing now to kind of funnel into being an artist in the future. It could be just me making pieces, but I think I want it to be me making videos of the pieces that I'm making. So the whole process is part of the art. That's gonna take some time. You know, art is all about developing your style and your medium.
And it's from KRT Wood.
Oh, I like that dude. He's creative.
Yes, but he has been obviously paying attention because he said that he knows your long-term goal is to develop your own recognizable style. That's something very important to you. To him, that means, or he associates that with kind of settling on a particular thing and then repeating and refining that thing.
Yeah.
To get it perfect.
Right.
Versus what you're doing as a YouTube content creator, it's always about kind of more variety and the next new thing. And he wants to know if you see those being in conflict.
I really don't see it as being a conflict because whatever art-based pieces that I might make in the future, the videos are going to be part of that. So maybe all this is leading up to that. Build a community that likes what I do, and then they can be part of the whole process, which is not only the final piece, but the journey to that piece. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
I've been very active on Snapchat lately. So if you're into Snapchat, follow me there. I'm kind of shooting what I'm doing every day, plus a little bit of extras.
Yeah,
you get to see a little bit into what's going on behind the scenes.
Pet
and
stuff and
lots of pet, wiener dog and cat stuff.
Yeah.
So thank you for watching.
Yeah, thank you for the questions.
Yes.
Cheers.
And we'll see you in a few months. We'll do this again. In the meantime, I'm going to put out project videos.
People want them, and they want to know why they don't come out on like a bam, bam, bam.
Let's address that real quick. Okay. So,
I don't want to offend you.
No, it doesn't offend me at all. So there are people like Steve Ramsey who puts out a video every single Friday.
It's amazing.
He's really, really good at what he does.
Yes.
Like, I cannot put out a project every Friday. One, because I'm not at that level where Steve is, and I respect him so much because he's so good at what he does. And two, I don't want to set a certain schedule for my projects because I don't want to design and build projects based on a schedule.
Right.
Because that means I have to make something that fits within 1 week. And so, like the corner cabinets I built a pair of them for our band room down in the basement. And that actually took 2 weeks to make. And so that would have been really hard to put it in a week. And then there are some projects that only take a day to make. And so what I want to do is I just want to keep doing what I love doing. So the more project videos that I put out, the more money I make, and the better it is for the business because I can sell the plans for that, or I get the Amazon revenue for that. But it's not always about the money. It's about I quit my job so I could do what I want, and what I want is to make what my heart wants to make. And so sometimes a project only takes a day to make, sometimes that project takes 2 weeks to make. And so I'm going to continue putting out videos, project videos, when I complete them.
Right. And the people who get that and support it and are amazing and awesome, and that's probably most of you guys.
And in the meantime, I'm trying to put out these other little videos. So if you follow me on Patreon, I put out like a weekly vlog for them. And then I'm doing the thrift store antiquing videos to kind of like fill in some space in there too. And then every once in a while we can do the Q&A videos, you know. So it's really, I quit my job to do what I want to do and to be happy, and I'm going to keep doing what is in my heart. So, yeah.
There you have it.
I encourage everybody else to do the same.
Yes.
So thank you for watching.
Thank you.
You guys are great.
Have a good night.